Aloha everyone, Motivator Lisi here to show you how to take care of your feet. We're going to start off with your feet first because that's the foundation of your body. It's a wheel of the body. It takes us from point A to point B. And when your feet is in pain, walking, just standing, it's excruciating and it's painful, and that affects everything up the kinetic chain. So I'm going to show you how to take care of your feet. All right, let's get started. I have a lot of tools here, but if you just have one tool, that's okay. Do what you can. If you don't have any tool right now and you're on the fence about getting a Fasciablaster, start using simple things in your house like a spoon and your knuckles, so you can get a taste of what the power of blood flow can do for your body. And once you start noticing a difference, you'll be inspired to want to get the tools yourself. So here we go. You want to, first of all, put oil. And this is Fasciablaster oil right here. But you can use other oils like coconut oil. But I wouldn't advise you use baby oil because it's made out of petroleum and it's just chemicals. You want to oil up and start with your feet. Now, if you have a lot of tools, I love these Fasciablaster tools. They're much more friendly for the feet, especially if your feet is really, really dry. It's great to just get going. So notice, because the tool is quite long, I can be very feathery and very light. If you use a Fasciablaster and you found that it's too painful, back off. Instead of gripping hard, take just 2 fingers and just featherily go back and forth, or maybe even just use 2 of the little claws instead of the whole claw and just go lightly. But I found that I really enjoy these little tools, individual tools, because they can really get in there better. It's not in the way, because the foot is so much bones and tissues are so dry. It requires a good amount of patience and gentleness to get into the foot. So you can see, like, I'm just going in there. And you know, when you're ready to go to the next level and deeper, you're just going to press a little harder. And also too, the tissue will start to get pink, and that's when you know your tissue is getting healthier. The faster the tissue turns pink, the quicker the blood flow circulation is. So you will know, the more you blast, the more you will understand how this whole fasciablasting and hydrating of your tissue really works. You can't skip this process. And that's why I'm here, and all the other motivators are here to remind you to keep doing it and be consistent, because that's the secret sauce: action and consistency. So I could spend literally an hour just on my foot and my calf. Literally an hour, because it takes time. Our foot has 26 bones on each foot. So that's 52 bones just on your feet. Hundreds of muscle, thousands of nerves, tendons. So be patient. Listen to a podcast. Watch your favorite TV show. Listen to music. Anything that gets you to just be in the moment and work on yourself. This is all self-care. And always just feel the tissue. Really connect with your body. Look for the area that's tender, like there's a zingness to it, like an electricity sensation. Those are all signs that your tissue is really dry and it's lacking blood flow. So it's very, very sensitive. So back off if you need to, but definitely don't be too passive where you're just barely doing anything. You want to put some effort into it where you really feel like you're doing something. But ultimately, always ask yourself, is this productive? Am I really hydrating my tissue and getting it to get more blood flow so it can move better? And you know, it just feels lighter compared to the opposite foot that haven't been done yet. So use the tools. For those who don't have tools, play around. Use a spoon. Use your knuckle. Do it for 5-10 minutes. Okay. For those people who have the tool, the spoon is still great too. But always keep adding oil so you're not scraping yourself. But nothing beats the tool, and that's why these tools are amazing. They can get in areas that the spoon can't get. Okay. So, Fasciablaster is the second tool that I like that can really get in there and go into all the different area, the nooks and cranny. The ankle bone, we think we shouldn't be going over the bones, but there's still tissue on the bones. So you want to get in there, make sure you put lots of oil, and just scrub. And again, you can't skip the process. It's this understanding when you do the actual work to put the actual focus. You understand a lot more. It's just like your body. You just know what color looks good on you. You just know what style of pants or dress, the length of the dress that looks good on you for your body shape. It came with experience, just years of knowing your body. Well, the fascia is another area that we need to learn, and it's new. So it could be frustrating. It could be overwhelming, but the more you do, the more you know. Okay, so you want to do the ankles, you want to do the calf, and the calf you can use the paddle blaster, or you can keep using the Fasciablaster. It doesn't matter. You just know after a while you're ready to graduate to something little deeper, or you feel like you need to save time and you just got to get in there more. I love the mini paddle blaster. I can tilt it at an angle to get deeper in there and more pressure without gripping too hard. And then if I want to go even deeper, I love the master blaster to go even deeper. But you just know when you can graduate to the next tool, because it'll be really painful if you haven't softened the superficial layer yet. So if you're a newbie, just start off with the Fasciablaster. And there's a lot of bones here. You can feel the bones, but there's still tissue on top of the bone. So I really do love these little tools here. It takes time, but it does get in there. And it's more tolerable, especially if it's very sensitive, compared to the Fasciablaster if you found that it's too strong for you. Like I can handle now, but before it was just really strong, too tender. It's just like going over cement. It was just so dry for me. So play around. It's like using makeup brushes. Over time, you just know the quality of the brushes that you are using and which ones are more efficient. Okay, so you want to do all around your calf, especially this side is tender, very tender for a lot of people. Here it's very dry, like beef jerky, so it can be very frustrating. You need to really get in there, and after you go up and down for a while, you might want to go cross fiber to break up the tissue a little easier, diagonally, change it up diagonally, this way, that way. But make sure you keep your posture up, your shoulders down, that you're not rounding your back and throwing off your posture. Always keep your shoulder blade down, your tummy tight, and you're going there. So it's like a workout. If you've never done this before, just do 3 to 5 minutes. Just get going. And then eventually, as you get better, more endurance, more understanding, you're gonna want to do more. It's just naturally, you're just gonna do more. And then for the bottom of your feet, you can put oil and scrub back and forth on it. And you might have to sit on a stool to get in there, or you can just turn your foot this way and use the tool. To save time, what I do is I use a tennis ball first. I smash a tennis ball standing up. I push into the tennis ball just to increase the blood flow a little faster, and then I'll use the Fasciablaster. It's all about being as efficient as possible, okay? So I hope this short tutorial, well, not really that short, it's 11 minutes, will help you. Make sure to do the other foot. But if you don't have time, that's okay. One foot is still better than none. Because like for me, this is my bad side. When I run, I used to have a lot of knee problems, achy knees, stiff knees. It's because I was sitting like this all the time. So awareness of your posture throughout the day can really help you prevent compensation and also fascia buildup to stabilize your hip if it's not strong and not firing. So I have to learn to catch myself. Number one, stop sitting like that. And two, to release all the bound up tissue from years of compensation and sitting in this habit and causing my psoas to be super tight and my lateral part of my calf to be shut down. So sometimes I just actually just, if all I have is a certain amount of time, I'm just doing one leg because this is my bad leg and I just want to address it and get it more symmetrical to my right. So there's no right or wrong of having to do both sides. Look for the area that needs the most attention and just focus on that. It's like cleaning your house. You don't have to clean the whole house. You don't have to clean all the bedroom. It could be just part of the bedroom. Just get started. Action and consistency. Any question, feel free to message me. Till next time. Blast away. Aloha.